Hello, this is G. Ramesh Kalyan, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SNS College of Technology. The course code and the course name is 23 ITT 101, Programming in C and Data Structures. Unit 1, the topic is Building Blocks of a Computer. So, overview. Building blocks of a computer mainly consist of input devices, processing units, and the output devices. So, there are three units in the building. These are the main three units in building a computer. So, this is a basic block diagram of the computer. So, it has control units, then a processor. So inside the processor we are having registers and the logics, that is a combinational logic, and input and output devices and main memory. So when an input is given to a computer, it is processed inside inside the CPU. So when an input is given, it is processed accordingly, and output is given. So this is what we know about a computer. So when an input is given, it gets into the CPU process. So the CPU has control unit and processor, and the processor has registers and the logic in it, that is combinational logic or else arithmetic logic unit, ALU, we call it as an ALU. And this is passed through the main memory, and again it goes back to the CPU, and we get the output from the control unit. So this is the process that is happening inside a computer. So we'll see the different blocks with an explanation. So first one is input unit. So as we know, the input units in a computer are used to receive data and instructions from the user. So it converts the data and instructions to a machine readable code. So we, the users, give some input. For example, if it is a coding part, we are giving an input to the system, and the particular coding process is being carried out, and finally we get some output. So this is the process. uh, so some of the common input devices that have been used are mouse, keyboard, joystick, scanner, etc. So these are some of the input devices used in a computer. So input unit is a data that is been sent by a user into the system or the computer, which the machine automatically converts it to a readable code, and it process the data, and finally the output is displayed. So what are the functions of an input unit? First one accept, second one convert, third one supply. So as we saw previously, accept the data and instructions from the outside world, the computer accepts and allows the data from the users. And the next one is convert. So the user gives an input, and this input is being converted to the machine readable code, and that code only can be understood by the computer. And third one is supply. So the converted data of the computer system is processed, and the output has been provided for the user. So this is the supply. So these are the main function of an input unit, that is accept, convert, and supply. Next one is the processing unit. So this processing unit is also known as the brain of the computer. So this processing unit, we call it as a CPU, that is central processing unit. It performs the actual processing of data according to the instructions from the programs, and it consists of three main parts. First one is memory unit, second one is control unit, and the third one is arithmetic logic unit, ALU. So these are responsible for processing the data. Next one is the memory unit. So this memory unit is the place where the data and instructions are being stored during the processing period. So an example or the popular memory or RAM and ROM. So RAM is random access memory and ROM is read only memory. So these are the two types of memory or the memory units that are being used in the computers. Next one is a control unit. So as name specifies, control unit, it's responsible for controlling the entire system of the computer. It makes a proper sequence to direct the input data and instructions to the memory to ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit. It also controls signals to the various part of the computer, and it also results or transfers the data from the ALU to the memory unit and then to the output devices. So arithmetic logic unit, so this has registers, this has many number of registers in it, and all the data from memory gets loaded in ALU, and it performs various arithmetic and logic operations of the programs. As name specifies, ALU is mainly used for performing arithmetic and logical operations. Next one is output unit. So as we saw the importance of input unit, so the same thing, the output unit. So output unit is very common, and it is very important for, so if it is an input, so if we are having an input unit, we should have an output unit. So the computer provides information results to the computation of the outside world or the users, gives back. So when the user gives back, gives an input, it should, the computer gives back the output. So this is the main function of the output unit. So some of the output devices are monitor, printer and speaker. Thank you.